now. Like, it's really hard to get the job done on Gwen, who wants to be dashing around. Viego, too. Like, these champions that rely on mobility, invisibility, untargetability, it's just impossible.
His first option, and then still going with the spell book, so opting for the utility, and they've got themselves a ward onto YuGao. They could flash over with the hook. They could go for this.
It's so good. Here we go.
Oh, there it is, and the silence with the W. First blood for Suning, and YuGao is in a world of hurt. In the hole of self-doubting, that's when things can get a little bit dicey. As we can see on the bot side, both the hook champions going in. There was an ignite used and a heal. The chat is still going this, and that's straight up just a kill. No flash on to get away, and now JDG have themselves a fight back.
They subbed out on for off in between games. It seems like I did more. You know, you walk in the jungle with Lamau. We saw him playing with YuGao earlier too. Like, Kanavi can attack the enemy jungle as opposed to lanes.
Oh, YuGao was forced to flash, and he's nowhere to go now as the Hextech Ultimatum comes down, and SofM gets himself a nice, clean kill. Good roam down from Bin to force out the Summoner, and a great execution there.
Man, Bin just showing up in a big way. MVP of game one, and this time he's the extra man Suning need to get that, waiting with that plus button until he needs to use his ultimate. Because I kind of feel like that's one of the big brain things he would do that doesn't really do anything, but it's kind of sweet. We got to fight in the mid.
Oh, if he put it into this Q, then the Q is doing enough damage to take that kill. The big brain, the 5-head is in for SofM. Do not question the teachings of the jungle god as he gets himself around this Rift Herald. Another great pick up there by Suning, as they knew that JDG were going to look to contest it.
Oh man, he leveled it up but didn't even need to use it there, holding on to that one. You'll love to see it, and again, it's attacking this mid lane. Now the Malzahar is level 6, you can just keep on using that. The Rift Herald does look like JDG want to start it up, even with their support, you know, trying to make this happen. You can see that On is in the area as well, so JDG, are they going to get away with this? It did not go well for them in game one.
It did not, but Suning did have Bin reset. It was a bit of a scuffle between him and Zoom. Zoom was able to take his health bar down fairly decently. That means that this
LeBlanc, then you can walk into the enemy jungle, you can attack side lanes, and all this stuff, but we have hit that point of critical mass where it feels like on the Malzahar, hard to push him out of lane, and 2v2 on the top side of the map.
2v2, there is no ignite here for Zoom as he pops it down straight away, and they are going to miss the Q because of the miss, but it does not matter as Bin picks up the kill. Zoom with no flash means that he goes down, but Bin keeps his life. But movements, I suppose is the word I would look for, because right now they're looking for engages, they're looking to see if they can get something, but it's really not working out for them. As I say that, On jumps it onto Lumao. Lumao taking a lot of damage right now, forced to flash away, but there's going to be a Sonic Wave, and the Mega Inferno Bomb right on top of it. SofM should have the safeguard to get himself out. He does. He is now 3-0 and 2, 100% kill participation, and this is what we expect from this man.
Look, it's just smooth play from Suning. I'm loving to see the coordination with their individual champions there. SofM landing the skill shots, following up off of Huanfeng and On, who were just hitting from a mile away. You know, before the series, I said I was a bit of a Suning believer, and you know, you talked to me like I was crazy. You know, like they've been good in the past, but right now not sitting very high at all in the standings. But after a performance like this in back-to-back games, I think there's so much to be excited about if you are a Suning fan. Now, onto the Drake. Kanavi does have a smite, but it's a hard one to get.
Well, there is a little minion there being hooked up there, as they see now Lumao taking down. So that's the 4th kill of the game here for SofM. This might's been used to try and keep the JDG jungler alive, as Kanavi will be sacrificed to the blood god of the LPL. And now Suning in complete control. 4-0-4 for Suning on this SofM pick, and he is becoming an error in JDG's screen.
Suning just type in question marks in all chat, spamming that one out, because JDG are forcing a 3 versus 4, and you can see maybe if so I'm not terrible, but I'm pretty bad. Bin, not bad, but he's a 1v2. That might not be enough.
No, it might not be, and there's going to be the needlework with the Hextech Ultimatum use and the flash. Hookstock still there, and no way of following up on it, but while they're making a move on top, there's an equal and opposite reaction on bot lane, so it's a trade of 1-for-1, as we can see Kanavi did end up getting the kill.
Oh, it's not just that, though. SofM doing it with a little bit of style. Huanfeng was trying to take the kill, but no. SofM is going to kick him away, deal damage, land a Sonic Wave. Got an even bigger lead in this game, so very easy to secure that one. You can already see pings onto that top lane tower. They may be even able to take that without using the Herald. Now that turret plates have gone down, it is very easy to blast on through those and then use your Herald to make sure you can get a second inner tower, which of course gives you a whole lot more gold after the most recent patch.
Just looking at items, you've double Leandries, almost identical items pretty much for Angel and Huanfeng on this Ziggs and Malzahar combination. On the other side, actually Everfrost for YGao, we're seeing this a lot more from players in the LPL. They're using it as more of a utility setup to try and catch out a prime target. And speaking of catching out a prime target, it's Zoom who gets hit by the Sonic Wave, and they will get themselves the refresh. And SofM! Take a bow, my son. You are doing so much as Loken trying his very best. Has got the Moonlight Vigil, but nowhere to go. He has no way of getting out alive, and Suning are tearing JDG apart. They're going to continue pushing in on top of Lume, who's forced to flash away. Now Kanavi in a little bit of trouble as he gets Dredgeline back into the fight. He tries to go in with the Heartbreaker. Will not get the reset, though, onto the Nautilus, and that's going to be pretty much all she wrote for...
Unreal, we're back into another fight. Sure, why not?
We're back in. Welcome to the LPL Ender, where the action never stops and the team fights make no sense as we come back into the real game and everyone's just going for SofM. Knows that he is just so much more powerful, but can you 1v4? That's the next question. Find out next time on JDG versus Suning as we come back to some more normality as the dragon has spawned.
Look, I don't know. I feel like there's not going to be a season 2 of this one. Like, Suning, it was a little bit too easy for the heroes in this. The villain's not putting up too much of a fight. This time, Zoom is trying to dive in. I don't know about that one. Oh my word!
Well, he's gonna get Huanfeng, and that's Gwen doing Gwen things. We'll almost take another one there, and there's Loken maybe pushing a little bit too far forward. He's going for it. He's trying to find it. Oh God, yes, he will get it. But while that's been happening, SofM on the other side of this, and you can see with the chakras coming in, Angel has no mana, but it does not matter as he's able to get it all going on top of him. YGao actually takes a 1v1 against the Camille, and Ender, what the hell is going on?
I have no idea, but I'm loving every second of it. Fights on multiple fronts. I mean, JDG do a good job of things, but SofM is now legendary, by the way. 8 kills, does miss the Sonic Wave, but I feel like maybe he knew I was casting or something. Oh, man.
That feels a bit rough, but might also feel another bit rough as Zoom in this top side has been trying to keep him occupied as Kanavi now comes down. Angel is there, will have the suppress available to him and will probably use it against the Kanavi. Yep, there it is, but Zoom is still alive and now been in a lot of trouble. Gonna see now SofM trying to get on top of YGao. There's the bouncing bomb to finish off the kill, and it's still a 1-5-4 side of Suning. They're just too far ahead. They have too much money. They have too many ways of getting on top of you, and they're gonna put JDG back to the Shadow Realm.
Unbelievable. Remember when that inhibitor tower died at 17 minutes with Riftfield? Yeah, there's no defense for you, JDG. Where are you running? There's no towers to hide behind. You got to go all the way back into the base. Beautiful stuff from Suning. I am just loving every second of it. We passed the 20-minute mark, so, you know, we can do Baron whenever we want. LEESIN is a champion where if you have a lead, you take no damage against that objective. He's already got 2 items at 21 minutes. He's got the W and, of course, the lifesteal on that passive. Like, he's almost just soloing the thing. He does no damage to it, to be fair, but he is not going to take anything in return.
Give him enough time and he will be able to take it. That is a fact. He will not die to this objective, but Scryer's orb did go down, so they do know that this is being taken as JDG now walk up. Zoom taking a bit of a chunk, and this is the easy mode right now for the side of Suning as you missed the Moonlight Vigil. Angel has ult, and they're going to jump straight on top of him, and that's exactly what we talked about. They're going to be able to jump in, but you can't jump back out now. SofM trying to preserve his KDA. He will finally fall. It is the Thresh that picks up that one, but you can see the damage is here. They're trying to keep Zoom, they're trying to keep Loken, they're trying to keep Kanavi, and everyone's just keep going back on top of this. Kanavi coming back forward with this Viego reset. He gets 2 as he keeps pushing forward. Nice satchel charge, though, as Huanfeng cannot escape destiny, and that's going to be another reset there as Kanavi goes down anyway. Ziggs on Ziggs, just violence. It's just, what is going on? I don't know what's I don't know. Soon they can go back towards this Baron. This time, though, they've got a little bit more control, but that one ward has yet to spot it out. So now they know on the side of JDG that it's going down. It's not exactly a quick one, though, and there's only 3 people on it.
Yeah, a lot of good zoning from the Ziggs too. Oh, beautiful satchel charge.
Oh, it's beautiful satchel charge, but a great Everfrost actually stops about 3 or 4 members, but the Ignite ticking, YGao goes down, so he will have no further part in this fight. Now, we can reset and go for it. Huanfeng in a lot of trouble, but he's got his teammates to back him up. The Moonlight Vigil only lands onto On. Flash forward from Loken as SofM takes down the Gwen. It's 2 kills here for Loken. Great hook onto SofM. Can Loken do it? He's got more auto attacks in him, but not enough sustain. And they're going to be able to take him down. Triple kill for SofM, and they're back onto the Baron.
Oh man, it was almost Loken's moment there. Time to shine. Red, white, let's fight. And Loken almost gets the job done, but the rest of the team was not able to do enough for him to set things up. Suning coming in with those big old walls, doing so much. I mean, I feel like I'm just reciting KDAs at this point, but 12, 1, and 10 is just not reasonable. That is not okay, and JDG have to force fight in mid because they're just losing their base.
They are, and as SofM just backs away, misses out the chains, the Everfrost doesn't land, they're going to take their second inhibitor, so that's bot and top, the two inhibitors that you do want to take as they're so diametrically opposed to each other. Gives you a lot of pressure now as you're Suning, as we can see now. BIN not going to be caught out just yet as he keeps down the pressure, keeps up the Baron buff, and Suning can keep pushing. They've got a Ziggs. Ziggs with Baron buff is disgusting.
Yeah, BIN on the flank, always threatening. You see the box goes down, but yeah, they got to go in.
They gotta go in, and Loken is dead. No flash, no lantern, nowhere to go. BIN is being jumped on. He's gonna use his Hex Ultimatum to try and just keep everybody around and against the turrets. They're gonna be so much more damage here for Suning. They don't even care about these fights right now. SofM being chased down. He will fall, only down to his GA. So, the side of JDG, yes, they lose Loken, but they gain 2 kills. Even the GA going down is enough, as here come the scissors. Chop, chop, chop! On top of SofM. Another big shutdown over to JDG. I believe he had 1,000 gold shutdowns in a row for the side of JDG, and they can go back Suning. They got themselves all inhibitors, or at least all inhibitor turrets, and they can go and pick up this dragon, reset, and come back again.
Yeah, it does truly feel like we've got one more fight left in this one before Suning take the game. We have truly entered the end game for this squad.
Either side, 31 here for Suning, and as they're pushing in towards this top side, and Hextech Ultimatum goes down onto Zoom. I don't know if that's the target you really want, though, BIN. They get the needlework, and important to notice, though, Loken still does not have his flash, still waiting for that cooldown, but he does have a stopwatch. Now, do they look to try and just go for this one? There's the Mega Inferno Bomb down. They're going to take down Lu Mao, takes him down. The kick is fantastic. They get the Moonlight Vigil off onto SofM, but he goes down without using his locket, and now with the ultimate from the Malzahar, you cannot go in on top of that. But look at this damage coming out from the side of SofM. Sorry, not from SofM, from YGao. He gets taken out by Angel. That's the game. That's the series. Suning go to 6 and 5. JDG left wondering what happened.
What a convincing performance by Suning here this evening. I mean, just phenomenal across the board. Game 1 was a close game, but it was a controlled game. One where JDG never felt like they had a chance. Well, if that was controlled, this game was an absolute destruction. I mean, just crushing them from the level 1 play, spotting out, it was YGao on that ward, right? And then they just never let the man breathe, constantly using that Malzahar pick to perfection to find kills on that LeBlanc and shut down any playmaking opportunity from JDG. Suning looked legit here in tonight's series.
Honestly, that's the best way you can put it. They looked legit. They looked like a playoff contender, and we had a couple of question marks about this squad purely because of the hot and cold. They were in, they were out, they were up, they were down. They didn't really find any big consistency, but the one thing they have done this split is find big wins against big teams. This is a massive scalp now and puts them on to 6 and 5. And with only 5 games left in the split, you need every single win you can muster.
And honestly, I'm left kind of perplexed by JDG's play. Rather,